Wait, 47. I've been examining Krish's phone records, and there are quite a few long calls here between him and someone named Voles. Ah, I see. It seems your last contract may not have been as settled as we thought. Evidently, Krish was the frontman for Atlantide, and the one responsible for its predatory expansion practices. The man behind the product and the pitch, however, is Galen Vholes. Voles stays out of the spotlight, but quietly pushes Atlantide's absurd medical claims on every front, from dry skin to pancreatic cancer. Apparently, Voles recently moved out to the suburbs to curb the harassment he's been receiving from disgruntled customers and former sales associates. He's also taking advantage of his anonymity to operate an exclusive private practice out of his home, despite having no medical background whatsoever. Perhaps it's time to make a house call, 47. Welcome to Whittleton Creek, 47. Your target is Galen Vholes, who's just moved into the neighborhood in hopes of establishing an inconspicuous home clinic to peddle Atlantide. Unfortunately for him, not to mention you, he's already received some threatening mail to this new address. The man's on edge, and he's reached out to the local authorities to help him secure his property. You'll need to get past them if you want to take care of Voles. Good luck.
Darling, I'm so hungry. Have you seen those beautiful patties back there? And Mr. Wilson, stand behind the grill, even though there's clearly someone left.
Screw this place. It's like he doesn't trust us to keep the neighborhood safe. The guy's got sensors on everything but the darn mailbox.
You should definitely have one there. People steal mail around here all the time.
And it's a damn shame, too. I just can't imagine trusting some alarm system more than you trust a flesh and blood officer of the law.
Louder.
Anyone can do that. They'd only need to get into the basement, then bingo. The whole place is ripe for infiltration.
I guess that's why you're the sheriff, sir.
Damn right. Let's see if we can't help this fella feel a little more at ease under our watch.
Is that why we brought up the big guns?
Damn right, boy.
Hey! This area is off limits. Stop whatever you're doing.
Hey, it's a free country, but would you mind moving along?
Sheriff Masterson, I presume?
And you must be Mr. Voles. You reported a death threat earlier today. Do you mind if I come in so we can go over the details?
Oh, by all means, yes. Please, come in.
Welcome, sir. I'm Liam, an associate of Dr. Voles. May I help you with something?
I'd like to speak with Mr. Voles.
Uh-huh. Well, look, sir, Dr. Voles is an elite mind. He only sees clients he has hand-selected, and I know he hasn't hand-selected you because you are not Mr. Anderson. You know, the mailman, he's actually very sick. Anyway, if you don't mind, sir, we're very busy here. Please, see yourself out.
You know the exterminator guy who's working on Daddy's house?
Same guy who just did Cassidy's, right?
Yeah. So I let him use the green shipping container to store some chemicals. I asked him if it was poisonous, but he assured me that it was only a sleeping agent. Get this, he told me that he doesn't kill the bugs, he only sedates them so that he can set them free later.
Let me get this straight. He's an exterminator who cares about the lives of insects. What a weirdo.
I thought so too. But then, he told me this story about his pet cockroach, Pedro. It was genuinely a touching story. His parents were poor and couldn't afford to buy him a dog, but he found this cockroach in his room one day and he took care of it. Pedro lived in a shoebox, and he even made a little leash for him so he could take him walking. They did everything together until one day he heard his mother scream from the kitchen where he had left his pet while he went to the bathroom. He rushed to the kitchen where he found Pedro pierced under one of his mom's stilettos.
Oh, great. Now I feel bad for all the roaches I've stepped on.
Yeah, Doc, I know. This batty guy is driving me crazy. Every time he sees me, he comes out and wants to talk. And the problem is he just won't shut up. Always ranting about that damn lawsuit against Janus and waving piles of paper at me. As if I give a rat's ass about their problems. Let the judge sort it out. What do I want? I want you to talk to Masterson and ask him, no, tell him to get me off this meeting. I want added pay for the stress. I want Batty to disappear. Just pick one. All right, Doc, sorry. I'm just stressing out here, okay? Please, do what you can, all right? Yeah, I'll talk later.
Trying to help him, and he's behaving like a complete ass. All right, you know, it's like he knows that I know that he's hiding something, and he's enjoying that I can't figure out what it is. He looks like any
Vern, is your friend.
Welcome, sir. I'm Liam, an associate of Dr. Voles. May I help you with something?
I'd like to speak with Mr. Voles.
Oh, of course! You're Mr. Anderson! Please, go ahead upstairs and Dr. Voles will see you.
Nothing like receiving a handwritten letter.
Looking good, man. Looking good.
Hello and welcome. Please, have a seat. Mr. Anderson, I'm glad you could come.
I've been looking forward to it.
Given your diagnosis, I don't doubt it. Let's cut to the chase. I think your doctors have been greatly misled about the severity of your illness.
You do.
I do. I see cases like yours all the time, Dale. And with the appropriate intervention, they're rarely terminal. The medical establishment has a vested interest in misleading people like you, because the truth would undermine the entire system.
So what would you suggest?
To start with, 8 weeks of demineralized salt water, 4 liters per day. We came from the oceans, you know, but now we only let ourselves ingest water in its most basic and unhealthful form, and that affects us at a cellular level. Products like, well, like my own brand actually, Atlantide, are much closer to how water was a million years ago.
Isn't demineralized salt water just water?
It's pure water, Dale. Primitive and nourishing. All of the benefits of salination with none of the adverse effects. And if you want to offset the cost, you can just sign on as an Atlantide distributor and cover it that way.
That's quite the offer.
Well, what can I say? I like to help people in whatever way I can. So what do you think, Dale? Are you ready to commit to life?
No.
Target eliminated. Excellent work, 47. Time to make your exit. Well, that's that. 2 fewer snake oil salesmen in the world, or exponentially more if you include their downlines. Well done as usual, 47.